We are just about there, my friend.
We're almost live at 5, baby.
We are live.
Alrighty. My friends, how's everyone doing today?
We are back.
You know what I'm saying? We are back in the studio for OTOB. OTOB. You already guys know what's up. Your favorite podcast in the wrestling land.
Yes, sir.
Man, so it's been a while since we've been in the studio, actually.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were in the studio, I think it was just I think it might have been me rolling solo dolo with JT.
Yeah.
Shout out to our boy Justin Tyler. And I think there's been a couple of things that have gone on since then. OTOB, we finally have morphed ourselves into also a good old booking and wrestling promotion called OTOB Presents.
Yes.
We actually just had our first show, January 22nd, this past Saturday. And
it was a damn good success, I would
crazy.
say.
It was a damn good show, man. I'm actually really happy about it. I was really excited about just the way that everything was going to turn out. I'm glad we had a nice house. Shout out to everybody who came out for our first event. I just definitely want to let y'all know we absolutely, positively fucking love each and every single last one of you.
Every single one.
Oh, my God.
Period.
Yes.
And I mean, and even just to talk about the show a little bit, I mean, we had a lot of great talent actually to be there. I mean, that was definitely a blessing. I mean, we had some representatives from Law.
Yep.
Appreciate Nick Irene. Let's give a shout out to him and Russell Rape. Definitely, for sitting in on commentary. I highly appreciate that. Definitely want to give a shout out to my girl Queen Kiki too, for coming through and doing commentary on the show as well.
For amazing announcing skills as well.
Yeah.
Man.
Definitely. Definitely was happy. I can't even lie. Just what everything all around the card and everything. The opening match between Matlock. I mean, Buffalo Ben Rambo and Just Nick was fucking amazing.
Set the tone of the whole show right there.
Definitely set the tone of the whole show. And of course, Matlock.
You piece of shit.
God. Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt. We definitely have some things in store for you, buddy. You just, you hang around. You hang around the OTOB town. You'll see.
Very soon.
And then, I guess following from there, I mean, we had Mason Malice, definitely versus Justin Tyler. I loved that match. I loved everything about it.
Malice, now the leader of the change. He's definitely getting up there right now.
Yeah, it's I think it's going to be very interesting to see too. It's going to be interesting to see where the change goes from here and how things are, and just oh man. Especially with Frey being out of the mix now, it's going to be very, very interesting.
Yep.
We'll see.
Definitely got to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah. I definitely want to give a shout out to my boys Jake and Jimster TV, who obviously came out and did some filming. Also want to give a shout out to our own OTOB, you know what I'm saying, personnel ourselves, JPD, for also helping out with the filming this past Saturday.
Man,
Clutch.
Oh man, that was clutch as fuck.
That whole event was insane from beginning to end, man. You guys are in your element. Like, I just appreciate you guys letting me come on board. And those angles, baby.
Definitely. I can't wait for you guys to see the finished footage. Definitely just know as soon as OTOB presents New Beginning, as soon as it's done editing and it's complete, total, and whole, we will definitely have it up on YouTube. That's
it's a fact. It's just done.
That's 100%.
Yeah,
That's already done.
Definitely 100%. No questions asked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess my brothers and I guess even just to to move on as the night goes too. I mean, so how did you guys like the energy and everything in the house that night, man?
Man, the energy was incredible, man. Like, pops for everything. Everybody was involved. All the talent was completely there and plugged in. It was one of the greatest indie shows I've ever seen or been a part of. I'm serious.
Man, it's definitely a blessing, especially, to be running out of the same building as obviously local wrestling and PWF, and once again, shout out to our wrestling brothers in arms and Russell Rave. And it's also nice, just to bring up a promotion, definitely to give a shout out to these amazing women to this promotion, which I need for a lot of people to start checking out in Houston and just surrounding areas. Vixen.
Yeah.
Vixen Wrestling, man. We are definitely looking forward to working with some of their talent as well for our next show. And just to let everyone know, I mean, I know we haven't finished covering the first show yet, but our next show will be OTOB Presents Run It Back.
Yes, sir.
March 26th, Saturday at the Houston Premier Arena. It's going to be fucking amazing. Doors open at 6. Ring bell time will be 7. Obviously, going to have some Jello shots to hand out as always. BYOB. Kids 12 and under are free. And we will have food. It's going to be dope as fuck.
Absolutely. Whew. You thought the first one was good.
Man.
Get ready for this next one.
Exactly. And let's give a shout out to also to our boy Chris Carter too.
Yeah.
Who we did have on the card, but from man, just going so hard the past weekend. Which Chris Carter has been going hard. Period. A lot of guys who may not be familiar with Chris Carter from out of the Texas or the Houston indie scene. He's a guy that has, he's definitely has been making his rounds. Popping up in Mexico. Popping up on different promotions as well. He's just really been putting in the work.
Yep.
It was at least nice to still have him in the house.
Have him in the house.
But to have Alex Arsenal, honestly, versus Mikey Sparkles, was still pretty damn good, man.
Card subject to change, but the change was damn good.
I was floored with that match, quite frankly. I thought that was a great match. That match was definitely unexpected for me. Yeah.
It was a great match. It was nice to see definitely the way that they worked in ring together. I've always been a fan of Alex Arsenal. That was actually my first time ever getting to see Mikey Sparkles work, actually to any extent.
Yeah.
And it was just a blessing to also see him do it not only on our show, but for me to finally get to see him do it with their own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
So once again, Mikey Sparkle.
Thank you, sir.
Shout out to you. Thank you. Fucking amazing.
Good.
We'll definitely see you again soon in the OTOB ring. Man, and that good old 6-man tag between Enrique Guerrero and the New Guard, man. That was whoo.
That was close to being my match of the night right there.
Yeah, there were some amazing spots. Some amazing spots in that match that night.
That entire match.
Yeah, in the entire match.
Pop from beginning to end.
Definitely pop from beginning to end. And which
we also had the retirement of Tyler.
Yeah, that we did. I had left that out. Actually, accidentally included that earlier in the earlier match. But yes, to see the retirement of him and to see JT, Justin Tyler, to officially come in and to be a part of the New Guard now is it's very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's gonna be good for him. And now those 3, they're looking real nice now.
Yeah,
got a little unit there. So
yeah, Kenny Calypso, Justin Tyler, Johnny Badgate. By the way, let's also give a birthday shout out to good old Johnny Badgate. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, brother. Let's give a shout out to you.
Hey.
But man, like you said, it's just gonna be interesting to see where things go from here. Especially with the New Guard. They're looking nice, man. They're looking like there's not just gonna be a lot of things that's just gonna be able to stop them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just see where things go from there. And then we also had, and which was, if you ask me, definitely an amazing match. That was not to say that it was underrated because I'd already seen some of Stevie's work before.
Yeah.
The Law Wrestling Champion. Also want to give a shout out to Edson and Law. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
But Stevie is just, his in-ring work is just
ridiculous.
It has just improved itself so much, I would say, over the past couple of years. And it's just nice to see him definitely getting the shine. And I feel like the justice that he definitely does deserve. Once again, it was nice to see him being crowned the first Law champion. That was great. And the match that he had with Vega was Chef's Kiss, man.
Oh yeah,
Chef's goddamn kiss.
It lived up to the hype for sure.
Definitely lived up to the hype. And then I guess even just to go on, just to end the show, Lowrider versus Silencio.
Oh, wow.
Clinic.
Man.
Wow.
I'm gonna just say this. We were about 3 doors down, and I'm not talking about a band. Oh man, the amount of doors that were abused this past Saturday. I know that there's just like a Home Depot somewhere, just like sitting in the corner, wallowing in sorrow.
They are not happy with this right now.
Holy shit!
Rest in peace to them doors, man.
Man,
Rest in peace.
But great match from Silencio and Laura, man. They had some amazing spots. Lowriders definitely is someone who we've been definitely familiar with. Also from sponsoring and working with them on some Wrestle Rave events. I mean, obviously, a lot of the work that he does in local wrestling with Jaime. Shout out to our big brother Jaime, definitely. But I'm just I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely excited, man. Just to see where things go. We definitely have Wrestle Rave Bound by Love coming up.
Yes, sir.
That will be actually February 12th. You will see the OTOB boys in the building.
Yep.
I mean, actually, even though this is just my first time announcing this too, but we also will be sponsoring for actually PWF's event actually coming up February 5th.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So that'll actually be exciting too. Shout out to the boss man himself. Shout out to Jerry and PWF. Definitely. So I mean, it's great. It's just great as far as Houston and Texas goes. I mean, the scene here definitely much has been flourishing.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's been a blessing to see I mean obviously shout out to Brett and what they did recently. Well, Brett and GCW obviously.
Yeah.
And shout out to what they did recently at Hammerstein Ballroom.
Man.
But a lot of the shows and a lot of the collab shows and some of the shows that they were doing down here were great as well too.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't know. It'll just be great to see just like what everyone has in store for the next couple of months, obviously leading up into WrestleMania weekend and things of that nature. But
I know there's going to be a lot of work out there in Dallas.
It's going to be a lot of work. So I guess just to step outside of that, speak as far as WrestleMania goes, let's talk about the road to WrestleMania.
Yep. Starts officially tonight.
Tonight, at this point, we're there.
I mean, we're there.
We're pulling up.
So, boys, let's talk about the Royal Rumble. So it's very interesting to see how things have gone for Vince and company over the past 2 to 3 months. From letting go of talents, completely changing the black and gold brand to NXT 2.0.
Yep.
Moving over some talents, cutting some talents. But what I also think is very interesting is for someone who said that they weren't so willing to work and to get outside of their elements, this is the same man who technically who's opened the forbidden door now in the WWE.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
we're going to see the Impact Women's Champion in the Royal Rumble tonight, Mickie James.
And I cannot wait to see Mickie James, especially after the crazy story that happened with her before, just to see her come back and be able to get back in the ring and, represent Impact.
And
it's just crazy.
That's what I still think is interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
how do you guys feel? Do you think that she'll get her full entrance, or do you think she'll just get the graphic work? As in, do you think it'll be your Impact Knockouts champion, Mickie James, or will it just be your Impact Knockouts champion, Mickie James?
They
did already like kind of allow them to like put their name on the air. So
and then there is an Impact Knockouts.
Why not?
From here, I feel like you come out with the belt. You need to. Especially if let's go to before Daniel Bryan had left, especially with him trying to work out and get some working relations with New Japan.
Yes.
One of the best things for you to do in that onslaught, or if you do want to have something to be able to go off of and to have that drive and continue to go off of that, you might want to have her show up with the title. Yeah. Considering the fact that literally New Japan's American brother right now is Impact Wrestling. I mean, Ring of Honor.
They're on the same network, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And also, let's just be real too. I mean, which I hate to see Ring of Honor go. I always loved everything about that company. It was great. It was a company that actually introduced me to the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
And other wrestlers of that nature. But I just feel like they've got to. If WWE is smart, I think things can finally really get transitioning and going.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah,
like for sure.
Especially with them, especially with Seth Rollins being able to cut that promo, not this Friday, but this past Friday on SmackDown, and what he was able to say, not Dean Ambrose, but he was able to say Mox.
Yeah.
So,
but he just come out and say that he would have said it either way. And it's like he can't. They wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Moxley anyway.
I mean,
there's no questions about those three were the dominant Shield for the period of time. Absolutely. It made them who they are right now.
I mean, but not only that. I mean, and this is a question to ask both of you guys. So we already know kind of some things that have been inkling and that have been inked in as far as that goes. Now, it's just speculation, and we know this. Cody Rhodes is technically not under AEW contract right now in any way, shape, or form. Not an EVP, not as a wrestler, nothing.
Right.
And he did just drop the TNT title.
Could we see Cody Rhodes back in the WWE ring tonight?
Anything is possible, but then again, where are we at?
That's my thing too.
Honestly, I don't even want to. I want it to be a surprise. So I want that surprise.
Exactly.
I want that Edge pop like we did when we didn't know Edge was showing up at the Rumble when we were at the Rumble and Edge music hit and 43,000 people lost their minds.
I'm going to tell you like this. I've been there for plenty of Astros games. I was there the World Series when we closed out the Red Sox. I was there for a couple of those Yankees games. Never heard a fucking pop in Minute Maid Park like what I heard for Edge.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think that still might have to be probably one of the biggest modern day pops in wrestling history, period.
It's right up there with the John Cena number 30 entrant at Madison Square Garden. It's right.
It's there.
It could go either way.
So epic, man.
I mean, so not only that, so who are some other stars with the Forbidden Door somewhat being open, and maybe we could see how some Ring of Honor talent could be? Because as I've explained to some people, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Roxy.
You took it out of my mouth. I was going to say that was my one surprise in the women is going to be, I think Roxy could easily make an appearance. There's speculation of Ronda showing up.
Yep.
There's been a lot of people in the St. Louis area this week. Basically.
And that man was seen flying into.
I'm like, what in the hell are y'all doing there? Don't lie. Don't lie.
You're doing something.
I know what this weekend is, goddammit.
Yeah.
All right. And it ends with Rumble. It starts with Royal. Tell the goddamn truth. But here's one of my things too. It's what Impact male stars do you think that you might see in the Rumble?
One that comes ahead, my head could be like could a Matt Cardona appearance be possible?
I was just
that would be interesting.
Just telling someone I would not be surprised if they went and dipped back in the old bag.
Yeah,
right.
It makes sense. These guys, it's not like they can never really make an. Obviously, okay, let's not get started. Obviously, Matt Cardona was always going to have a name for himself outside of WWE.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. This is the fucking guy where his whole closet was used for a Netflix special.
Yes.
Yeah. You are going to be all right. No one knows wrestling figures more than you. You run the biggest wrestling figure podcast in the world. You will probably be at Comic-Cons and conventions for the rest of your life when some wrestlers can't. So
yeah, I imagine your collection of action figures alone is more than some people's lifetime savings.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, right.
You're good. So that's why I always feel like with some of these guys, the Lost Blood, I said the Lost Blood, but the Bad Blood, it can't be that bad.
No.
Not bad enough just not to come back and cash in a WWE check right quick.
Exactly.
Come in, shake Vince's hand. You ain't got to be there the next night. You could just do it. Like it's that has to be what some of these guys simply fucking want anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man.
One-offs more than anything.
They would rather not be under contract and have to deal with this stuff that they already know rather than show up for a one-off appearance. Okay, you still got your face in WWE. You're going to have millions of people seeing it.
Exactly.
That's all you
what I
really
was gonna
need.
say, the gravitas of the situation.
I still feel like though that if the Forbidden Door was going to be open, I definitely feel like we fucked up on having a Hardy Boys reunion, I guess, as far as that goes. If that was
Honestly,
going to
I feel
happen.
like we're going to have a Hardy Boys reunion in AEW very soon.
I mean, that's going to happen. There's no way around that.
Done.
But it definitely
They were already booked for an indie event recently, I think,
Oh, they
coming
sure
up.
were.
Oh, really?
Matt and
Yeah.
Jeff are both the Hardy Boys, for an indie show.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy as shit. That'll be interesting to see.
For real.
But so Matt Cardona, I think that would make sense. Here's one name I've been throwing out there, and it's just to see where it would even go. I wouldn't be surprised if Moose.
I would be happy if Moose showed up. That sounds crazy.
Honestly, the angle right now that Moose and W. Morrissey are running in Impact is real nice right now.
And I think that's also what's a little underrated too. What's going on in Impact is Impact's writing over the past 2 years has been almost I don't want to say flawless, but it has been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
They have definitely been able to keep it going, and I'm really happy about that. I wasn't able to check out what angles or whatever they were doing for the 20th anniversary show. Mm-hmm. Have you been able to check out anything from that yet?
Not too, a little bit. I saw the Ring of Honor and Impact stars kind of. There's a match coming between those. If Impact wins, Ring of Honor get out. Ring of Honor wins, then they get to sign contracts in Impact. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it was at Under Siege, I believe.
That would make a lot of sense, actually. Well, since Impact is technically under siege right now. But yeah, it's dope. I also would like to see, I don't know. There's plenty of names I would love to see. I would even like to see the knockout. Is Trey Miguel the knockouts champion right now?
Knockout, that's a women's title.
Fuck the X Division, yeah.
Is it Trey? I actually honestly don't know who the X Division champion is in Impact.
I feel like it might be Trey right now.
It might be.
But even I would like to see fucking Trey Miguel pop up. That'd be dope as shit.
Man, what do you think? You think the Inspirational show up in any version of form?
They already. They said they already said
they won it. Huh?
They're in a good place right now. They don't need that. Honestly, they are. They're better off sticking with what they're focusing on right now and not having to come back to that.
Okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. I agree.
I think here's the thing. And here's what I talk about: some people being able to leave without it being bad blood. Because for Matt Cardona, I feel like it's which is what's funny because he's fucking married to Cassie Lee, actually.
No, Chelsea Green.
To Chelsea Green. Damn, fuck, that's right. Sean Spears is married to Cassie Lee. I always get that mixed up. So anyway, fucking just forget the past 8 seconds I just said. But it's what I talked about earlier. Sometimes it might be a little bit easier for some of these people to come back in because it's probably not hard to have that bad blood. Once again, when you talk about Matt Cardona, from him already having so many other things going on outside of wrestling and things like that, and him being a streamer. But with the Iconics, when you kind of just let them go, and it's not like they had a lot of outlets. They didn't have the chance to have a lot of the modeling and things that they wanted to do from being signed to you and them not being able to do it. So it's like,
I know for a fact Corey Graves is going to enter the Rumble.
Really?
He got cleared to wrestle again.
Are you serious?
He got cleared, but
he got medically cleared to wrestle again.
Because he hasn't been. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. It has been technically a decade since Corey Graves has been medically cleared to wrestle in a wrestling ring, right?
At least it was the beginning of NXT whenever he came and then the concussions.
If I'm not mistaken, this is 2013, 2014, right? Almost?
Damn near a decade.
Even I think before that, maybe.
Yeah.
So, wow. That's one I didn't think about.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either. I didn't even consider that.
I didn't consider that. Not holy shit.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
That would be the right return to come back to there.
I also always loved Corey Graves as a heel commentator. I've always loved his mouthpiece.
Yes.
I just kind of wanted to see where he would be as a wrestler now. You know what I mean? He has that Punk-esque kind of, you know what I'm saying, momentum to him. So I kind of like that. But, that would just be interesting to see. I don't think we will see anyone from New Japan, though.
I don't think so.
I just don't see it.
I'd be surprised.
Right?
Pleasantly surprised.
We can just pray and hope that we would see an Okada appearance or an Ospreay or a Jay White or
if Kazuchika Okada walked into a WWE ring, in which he technically has before, y'all know what the fuck I mean. But as this Okada, the Okada we know, Okada, I came through dripping, drip, 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 Okada, Rainmaker Okada, y'all would lose my goddamn rabbit ass mind.
Yeah.
Period. Ain't no way around it. I would fucking
faint right there on the ground.
Right there. Right there. So I also think it'll be. So I think the whole Rumble. I think pretty much all of the Rumble will be great tonight, and I think it's one of the first times where I've been heavily invested in the Rumble matches, maybe more than some of the other matches that are going around, because I'm not even really too familiar with the rest of the card outside of
Seth and Roman.
Yeah.
And then and we got Bobby versus Brock Lesnar finally for the first time.
Oh shit, that's
the
right.
One I'm really excited.
That is. I am. The Rumble is actually looking pretty nice tonight. which is what's so weird with WWE, because I feel like their pay-per-views deliver. It's like they know how to get to the pay-per-view, but everything and all the writing in between is just...
Yeah.
Fly by the seat of their pants,
You can't
quite
really,
frankly.
it doesn't like grab you enough.
Yeah.
It's definitely just not there at all. I mean, and I guess speaking about Jeff not being there, I guess let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, within the past 48 hours, that's been released that Jeff Hardy actually was not having any drug problems.
Yeah.
And he passed all drug tests. And as I said before, it might have just been the bumps and the really bad bump he took that night. And sometimes that working schedule you have to work with WWE. And a lot of E-lifers, eventually they're going to have to accept that. It is hard for a lot of those guys at that tail end of their career to keep up with that schedule that they have.
You're traveling nonstop from show to show. Most times it's in a car at that, having to drive 4 or 5 hours to get a few hours of sleep and then maybe rest up, if that.
Fuck that.
Yes,
especially with the stuff that you're putting on. Like, you're the high flying. You're the one that just putting your body on the line regardless.
So, see, like I said, I just think that's all just pretty interesting. So, we'll just have to see where a lot of that just goes from here. Moxley also came back. Was it Rampage?
Dynamite.
Was it Dynamite?
Yeah.
I mean, in-ring.
I think he's come back. Since he's come back on Dynamite, and then
he wrestled on Rampage, right?
Two back-to-back weeks, I think. Started like the show pretty much just to get he faced Bowens last night.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty great. I'm just interested to see glad he's back from recovery, but I just wonder, like, so where do you run the whole Moxley Bryan angle now?
Honestly, Daniel was watching his match again at the end so okay, it's more or less looking like we're working towards a Bryan.
So that is what they are teasing.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't get the chance to watch Rampage last night, so that
was at the beginning match, so that was pretty quick. That's all I got to see so far.
Okay, that's fucking amazing then.
The Brock Anderson, Lee Johnson versus FTR match.
Oh,
that was an okay one.
Actually, sounds pretty. I might have to check that out.
But then I think we had Jade Cargill versus Varsity Blues girl. Forgot her name.
Jade Cargill wrestled Julia Hart.
Yeah, she had open challenge TBS.
Oh my god!
And then the main event is Jungle Boy.
Does she still have the other eye?
I don't know. I ain't see it yet.
I'm like, I know Jade floored through that girl.
Facts.
I can only imagine. Sorry, Julia. We love you. You're great. I even like your in-ring work. I've actually seen some of it previously before AEW, but I know what happened there.
Wait till you get to House of Black, maybe. Then we can talk.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So where do you guys see really some things going as far as like who are your predicted winners for both Rumbles? It's the road to WrestleMania. From here,
if Ronda shows up tonight, Ronda wins the women's.
Absolutely.
If Ronda shows up tonight, Ronda wins the women's Royal Rumble. There's no doubt about it.
Period.
And I say she eliminates Charlotte Flair to win it, and then picks Charlotte to face her at Mania. For the men's, that's still like toss up. Like I honestly don't really know who's really been getting that big of a push. Like I just haven't been invested in Raw and everything. It hasn't kept me going like AEW has.
That is the same as me, and then my thing is that maybe KO.
Maybe, but then didn't he say he's tired of the main event grind? Like
no, he didn't sign that he did sign a new multi-year deal, so
it'll be interesting to see.
He was there.
Even though both of those statements are correct. He has made a statement saying that he was somewhat maybe tired of the main event grind, but he also did just sign a new multi-year deal. So, I mean, it's one of those things where the men's side is definitely very interesting because I just don't know who. I don't know who. The 4 wrestlers who I want to see in the main event at WrestleMania right now are wrestling at the Rumble tonight.
Yeah.
Bobby and Brock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Seth and pretty much Seth and Roman. So you're not going to give it to Randy again. You're not going to let Randy win. Do not fucking let Randy Orton win the goddamn Rumble again. God damn it. That would be 3, right?
Yep.
I think so.
He would tie Austin, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tell me this. Do you guys think the Big E train is over? And what are the I mean, he won last year, correct?
No.
He didn't.
Did Big E win last year? I don't think he did.
He didn't?
Last year was Edge, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I think Edge did win the Rumble last year. I think you might be right.
And then he chose Roman
I
and
can't
lost.
remember.
Big
Big E run Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Money in
right?
the Bank,
Yeah.
yes. There you go, correct.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
So do you think the train has stopped on Big E is what I'm asking?
Unfortunately, I do feel kind of like since they brought Brock back and they had to give Brock the title because of like the Roman shit. So I feel like that probably was the only really real reason they probably dropped it from. So I could see him possibly.
Yeah.
And then trying to re-challenge because I feel like Brock. I think the Bobby Brock match is going to be a damn good one, but I think Brock's going to keep.
I could see Big E winning, especially with them. I guess overnight he got moved to SmackDown.
Yeah,
we'll see.
true. He was with Kofi. Well, because also like Xavier was hurt too, so
Yeah.
kind of feel that road. Because I know they were always talking like splitting the New Day, which they did for a little while, but they still somehow like find their way back together.
I always said that like eventually they should have did what they're doing with the New Day now. Pretty much split but unified as one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You running the ropes doing your thing, you running the ropes, but we can still meet up and do backstage segments and things that
Yeah.
that could still be there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
But I do wonder though, like JPD, because I mean you're kind of right. I mean, Big E hasn't won a Rumble.
Right. And to be honest, like, I can't
Just got moved to SmackDown.
Yeah. And how do you gauge, basically where the pulse is on where, the universe feels about him? Like, it wasn't really Big E mania if you want to talk about Kofi mania. Like, you knew it was like, whoa, the people are behind him. And I kind of felt like he probably had like 50 to 75% of that momentum. But to see where he is now, I'm just curious, like, will it bubble up and will the people get behind him? Or will we just kind of be like, some people I know are like,
I know it's one of those situations where I still think the people were behind him, and I think we were maybe going to get the chance to see where it was going.
Yeah.
But it sucks. It's one of those things where when Brock Lesnar says he's coming back, he's coming back.
He's coming back, and that's how it's always been.
And it just so happened that Roman got COVID, and then they had to switch it up to make it the Fatal 5-Way and put him in there because I feel like Big E was going to win that match or lose to Bobby. And then if Brock lost to Roman, like I imagine it was probably going to happen, then that's where you get the Bobby Brock match
really?
now.
That's what I was saying. So just a tandem and go back to what I was saying just previously, just a little bit earlier. That's why I don't know and I can't call the Rumble winner. Big E would make sense because you already have those particular matches that should have happened at WrestleMania are happening tonight.
And there's also a possibility that there's talks of Brock being in the Rumble. But it's like, how does that work? Are you trying to already like ruin stuff now or what? Like, why is Charlotte in the Rumble? That's the weird thing. Like, I have a feeling that Charlotte wins the Rumble because then she can choose her opponent at WrestleMania, like she said she wanted to do.
Woo! If Charlotte Flair goes over at the Rumble, WWE, they just have to be ready for whoever they put up against her. They have to be ready for Charlotte to just drop that title. Because if she wins the Rumble, there's no way she can win at WrestleMania.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like there ain't no way. I don't see it. I don't see how you can do it.
You would lose the people. Like
completely.
All the way.
The heel heat would be out of this world.
It wouldn't even be heel heat. It'd be...
We hate
you.
Yeah, boo heat.
I do. Oh, damn. If Ronda does show up, she could win it, but also Sasha Banks did just return, too.
Yeah, I'm impressed how fast Sasha came back. Well, I mean, of course, they do the whole, will she make it by Rumble? But she bounced back like a rubber band. You know what I mean?
Will she make it by... I mean, she's pretty much... I hate when they do that shit.
Yeah.
We all know that she's definitely got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely think that she'll be there for that one. But I could also see Charlotte winning it, I guess, and choosing her opponent. I mean, I kind of can, but then at the same time, I'm just like...
What number do you think Mickey's going to come out? Do you think they have Mickey come out number 1?
I I mean, can
Top
I
five.
be real?
Tell us, bro.
I kind of think that's kind of how you have to do it with her.
Yeah.
Once again, if you're really ready to take that forbidden door openly,
yeah, because you announced the first 2 entrants.
Bring her ass out.
Yeah.
That's true.
From the get-go. Come on, bring her ass out.
Right.
Put your back title and all that. Fuck that trash bag shit. It's your time to shine again.
Yeah.
Well, she was looking fine as hell on Impact Thursday night, though.
Man, Mickey is always... let it just be known that Mickey James is beautiful.
God's work.
I love Mickey James
Beautiful.
so much.
Beautiful.
Nick Aldis, you lucky bastard, you. Shout out to you.
That would be
friend.
another surprise seeing Nick, because I have.
Fuck. We're not even thinking about that. There's still a whole nother promotion called NWA.
Yeah, that has Trevor Murdoch, for God's sakes, who's
he's the NWA champion right now.
Yeah, I think he dethroned.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
It's that is her husband. So would her husband not come along with her to? We have some. There is
back there.
That'd be crazy as shit. Just to see Nick Aldis hey, that'd be fucking perfect.
Yeah, because I know there's been a few legend divas that have been spotted back there. Ivory was spotted going to St. Louis. Lana, we know, she was spotted.
Lana, if I'm not mistaken, Lana's already been confirmed for the Rumble.
Really?
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Last time I saw, they were possibly trying to talk with her and get her in the Rumble, but shit, if she's spotted in St. Louis, ain't nothing else going on in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
You live in Nashville.
Right.
I'm about to say.
Has Lana done anything since WWE? Wrestling wise?
I don't know if she's done any indie things or not.
Right.
Not like the Smoke Show.
Nah.
I think she just has that. I think she just does the C4 sponsorship. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the only thing she's been doing is her sponsorship with either C4 or Bang.
I love Lana, but why would Lana be in the Royal Rumble?
Because it's one of those things where you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. You fired all your wrestlers.
Right.
You ain't got that many. I don't think you have
any bodies.
You don't have a full 30 women that everybody know that you're gonna get a pop for on the Rumble.
And then that's
Lana
where
get a pop though.
Yeah, it's Lana.
Yeah, she will.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Lana.
I mean, I feel, to be honest, through the table debacle, I didn't really think she translated how they wanted Nikki Ash to translate.
I mean,
She's a lovable underdog. I kind of felt like it killed her push a little bit, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's weird. The little Nikki Nikki Ash heel
say
shit right now is kind of a little weird.
All of that shit is a little bit weird though right now.
I think they're just trying too hard to get Rhea over, which Rhea is already fucking over. She's been over since NXT got it's Rhea.
My whole thing is that it's the same thing with Keith Lee. I feel like how they were struggling to get Keith Lee over.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you struggling to get somebody over who's already over?
Because Vincent's in the back and sees the NXT package and he's like, I don't get it.
Pretty much.
Let's switch it up.
I'm about to say, that's the truth. Just to be real,
I feel like we may see some NXT people in the Rumble too.
Oh yeah, definitely that's gonna happen.
I feel like AJ's gonna be in it, and then Grayson Waller is gonna be.
I was calling Grace. I was definitely. I had Grayson Waller being in the Rumble from the beginning. Definitely.
I don't know if they would do Braun. I'd like to see Braun Breaker, honestly.
I think they would because of how they pushed him. So
I think we might see Harlan or Von Wagner.
Yeah,
Vaughn,
yeah.
Or I could definitely see Harlan or Von Wagner. Definitely not Joe Gacy.
Oh, ain't gonna lie though. Old Bordeaux boy though. He's
Parker Bordeaux?
But he's not. But it's not Parker. It's whatever it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Harlan, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is Harlan, yeah. So I was saying we might see Harlan make an appearance.
I would like to see that one. That would be good.
Yeah, definitely.
His character is looking extra weird as fuck.
That'd be dope. That'll definitely be interesting to see what NXT talent will actually be in the Rumble. Because then from there, since Vince works both shows, it's like, if you do end up being on the Rumble, it's like you don't want to fuck up your NXT momentum by just being thrown on the main roster. You know how Vince is, so you just never know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
if it's Vince twice,
yeah, exactly.
Maybe you'll find some fluidity.
Well, I don't know. Vince
that's a good point.
Because Vince's mom did pass away today. Forgot about that. At 101.
Oh, yeah. Well, no shit. She's It's been about a week actually since she's passed. They just released it today.
Okay.
She passed away on the 20th in the Woodlands because that's where she was living. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, she's been in she's been in Texas for some years now. I don't know if you boys knew that actually.
Well, yeah, because it's a different last name too. So it's not McMahon either. It's like Skew or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like you wouldn't really know if you didn't personally know somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, I mean, NXT talent, we pretty much have gone through that. I mean, so who do you think from Ring of Honor? I mean, shit, who you might see in the Rumble?
Could we see Jonathan Gresham?
That's what I've been thinking the whole time. He's
been used for everything, so it's like if there's someone that they could easily probably track down, it's probably going to be Jonathan.
I've seen Jonathan Gresham wrestling every fucking where since Ring of Honor got shut down. So I don't see why you wouldn't just want to make a one-off Rumble appearance, even if it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you did it. At least to say you did it.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. Here's one female talent that I've been very, very interested in, which I don't know if you guys have seen her. If you've seen her wrestle, Megasis.
Never.
Megan Bain. All I have to say is just look into the name Megan Bain.
Okay.
I don't think she will be in the Rumble tonight, but I am just interested to see where she goes from here, actually.
I know Caitlyn was spotted in St. Louis.
Oh, real shit? Wow.
Good old Houston girl, Celeste.
What the fuck? I can't believe that.
Yep.
So that'll be, what? Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't even know what to say about that one.
We'll have to see, though.
Definitely on that one.
Wow.
I don't. I just wonder also. Once again, bringing back up Cody Rhodes. I just wonder also what Cody's role will just be in wrestling from here.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they're doing with Cody right now. Yeah. Is this him getting ready to take time off? Is this him getting ready to?
It's like it's up in the air right now. It's so
mysterious.
Like
literally.
I just don't feel like he's ever gonna leave AEW. I honestly don't believe. I feel like
I'm with you on that.
I feel like he's sticking with AEW till the wheels fall off.
Might as well.
But it's like he isn't on contract, so like this would be the perfect time for him just to get that exposure of AEW and WWE, and then it's like, let's see where it goes.
Because Cody moves around pretty fluently as well. You know, he's not just only a person that's at AEW. I've seen him in other things, television shows, stuff. So he can move.
And that's one thing that I was wondering as well too. With him also already being him almost becoming what we could just call like pretty much like an entertainment cellulite.
Yes,
that's pretty much what he's almost becoming. Almost in some ways with him hosting the Go Big or Go Home show.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, pretty much what he's already been doing with Roads to the Top. You know what I mean in TNT. So, but then I'm just like, how do you maintain a show like Road to the Top, though, if you're not wrestling?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're not doing any... So it's...
They probably haven't said anything because they haven't quite figured it out. Or they're in the process.
Yeah, this could be like a last second, like... Because I've already saw that Vince has already been making changes already. Like, you know, up to the last minute, there's changes. Like, he can change whatever the hell he wants at the last second.
As always.
We saw that with Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker, where it was like, down to the wire before he's like, yeah, Brock, you're going over. What? And that was probably one of the biggest shocks of wrestling history.
Supposedly that's almost what happened with Big E and Brock as well, too. The finish wasn't called until the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Till the curtain call, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's when Brock knew he was going over.
Yeah.
So,
like, forgot shit. Honestly, we have no idea until the show's over with.
That's pretty much it.
You ain't lying about that.
He does love to do that.
For whatever reason. I mean,
good old Swerve.
So when do we have Revolution coming up? In March?
Yeah, that's in March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mistaken.
The AEW Revolution. So it'll be interesting to see where AEW, where they boil over with all that. Because, I mean, that's their WrestleMania.
Yeah, basically.
So, I mean, we're finally going to get to see, obviously, MJF versus Punk.
Yep.
I just don't really know what else is set up going into that right now, really.
Honestly, I feel like it's going to be Mox Danielson. That's going to for sure be on there.
I think John Mox...
I think that's starting to build now. Let's gain some momentum for the next month or so.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I don't know who Sammy could be facing.
Honestly, we haven't seen Kip Sabian back yet. Whereas Kip, he's been like the trash bag dude. Miro's been out. We haven't seen Miro.
Well, Miro's supposed to be coming back very soon. I don't know. Kip Sabian will get his contract renewed, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't really need him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what's the whole point of kind of going to go get Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Yeah.
So you can kind of cut out the guys like Kip Sabian and Marco Stunt and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Because obviously Joey Janela's going out the door. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We could see that. I mean, there's a lot of that original AEW talent where...
But also with Joey, like, I feel like Joey shines more in GCW type matches anyway than anything.
I mean, let's just be real. Joey's an indie guy in and out.
Yeah.
Through and through. So that's his... I think he's going to flourish there always, period. And like you said, he's more GCW than anything.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely works for him.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's one thing to talk about with GCW is how do you feel about that? With them being like pretty much the modern day ECW, I think what they're doing now is perfect. Even though it would be lucrative to maybe sign a TV deal.
They're announcing the like commentating would have to like they'd have to sign a TV deal with something that's like more of like adult channel just because they're gonna have to tone down like the way that they're talking, like commentating. Like there's fuck every like 2 seconds on the match, and it's like that's not gonna really go on like live TV. They're not gonna let you.
Yeah.
Especially if they have to bleep out every other like word you're saying.
Exactly.
So it's like there's some like portions that they would have to like change, which I feel like, and they just sold at Hammerstein. They sold like damn near like 700,000 buys on Fight TV.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. Fight TV came out and said they had like 700,000 to 800,000 buys on Fight TV for the Hammerstein show. So on like honestly, they don't even need to sign a TV deal in my opinion.
I mean that's pretty much where I'm at. That's pretty much what I was saying. I don't think they should fuck themselves.
Yeah,
I still think that's where ECW fucked themselves,
especially they're gonna have to
especially
tone you down some way. You can't have these death matches like you do, and
there's no way around it.
Yeah, it's the truth.
There's really no way around that.
People freak out.
I mean,
oh man,
people love to do that.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, there was so much shit talking about that women's street fight.
Yeah,
like, and I thought that was perfect.
I thought that was perfect too. I also thought it was very strange how WWE were one of the main ones to really give negative responses to it. If anything, I'm sorry, Vince and company, but y'all kind of might want to take notes because y'all went from having, if you ask me, the best women's wrestling to within the past really year, almost year and a half, it's just...
Yeah.
Right, they can barely get, 5-6 minutes per match, max?
That's why I don't even really...
If it's not like Charlotte or somebody like that.
Pretty much, yeah, it's over before you blink.
Like an Italian Aaliyah like type, like that shit was like instant matches multiple times.
Oh, geez.
One was a quick pin roll up for Aaliyah win, and then the next one was like disqualification. Like, why even waste our time with that? That could just be a backstage segment.
Pretty much.
You already do that enough.
I was about to say, and that's kind of my whole thing. It's like they have gone backwards as far as women's wrestling goes. But I mean, hey, I guess to each their own. I mean, Vince knows what works for him. But I'll tell you right now, that shit ain't working for TV.
Woo.
Especially when it comes to Raw and just having to deal with those 3-hour episodes and just. So excited for the Women's Rumble though. That'll be great.
Yes, yeah. Indeed.
I think Doudrop and Becky might be a good one too.
I like Doudrop a lot.
Actually, like knowing each other personally and like
yeah.
wrestled years ago, and
that's a singles match.
Yes,
Raw Women's Championship
for the championship. Yes,
Doudrop.
Yes, versus Becky.
Mm-hmm. Becky Lynch.
Yes,
which I'm surprised they haven't changed their name back because they already tried to trademark Piper Nivens, so I don't think they ever heard her damn name back.
I would love it if she go back to Piper Niven, man. That'd be cool.
I'm not fucking with the Doudrop.
No, Doudrop is just...
The name, no.
I'm not. Just the name is fucking terrible. It's not something I'm a fan of. I don't want to drop do. I'm not trying to do the drop either.
No,
so
frankly.
Either one of those are just absolutely fucking terrible. So, I mean, I hope she does get her name back, but that's actually nice to see. So, Piper Niven versus Becky Lynch. I mean, shit. Brock versus Lashley. Seth versus Roman. I mean, the women that card ain't looking too bad.
Right? I don't know if they have any tag title matches.
I was about to say, I mean,
I know Randy Orton and RK Bro are doing like their kind of, what is it? The academic thing. Dang, I forget exactly what it's called, but they're doing competition. So you would think that would be building up to tonight. So I would say RK Bro is going to go for the title.
I think they're breaking up soon, though. I think since they had him drop the title, I think because like Randy's never really had like that long of a partner. Like,
yeah,
honestly.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus the Miz and Maurice.
That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be entertaining.
Okay, a little bit of mixed tag action. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be dope. We already ran through Becky versus Doudrop. We got Reigns versus Seth.
Well, hold on. Before we go too far, I think we can all agree that Edge and Beth are gonna win, right? Like,
oh yeah, they're gonna win.
That's how it goes.
I'm pretty sure. I don't see why. You don't really have Beth Phoenix come back to the ring and then just have her not go over.
Unless it's like a bullshit
Unless
go
it's
over.
for Maurice.
Well, the only thing I can see is that happening for turning into WrestleMania match or something. But
Yeah, true.
yeah. If Miz and Maurice win, it's not going to be fairly. It's going to be something like that.
Exactly. Yep.
But I feel like Edge and Beth about to demolish it.
They gotta win. I love Beth Phoenix so much. I love Edge, obviously, but Beth Phoenix, I was happy when she left NXT and then popped up. I was like,
we already knew.
Woohoo! That was me.
Because they were already starting that stuff with Miz and Maurice, with
Yep.
Edge.
Yeah.
And then she left, and it's like, okay, now she ain't just leaving for no reason.
For no reason. Oh man,
It's not like she didn't stay in phenomenal shape.
you guys think Naomi could win the Rumble?
Oh shit!
Because she's been slowly
No,
bubbling.
She's not. Sonya Deville's gonna eliminate her because Sonya.
Yes.
Sonya Deville.
I'm with you on that.
Sonya Deville just input herself in the Rumble last night on SmackDown after Naomi beat her. So that's gonna turn into WrestleMania for those two again.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the nail.
I could see Naomi ended up. I could definitely see Naomi versus Deville at WrestleMania down the road. That'll be interesting. I guess maybe. I mean, here's the thing though. I'm not surprised though. Naomi, maybe she could end up going over. You never know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just to get, because that's what I'm saying. It's like they change everything up anyway.
Yeah.
And once again, the road to WrestleMania starts tonight. So
Yes.
after everything that happens tonight, this is the most continuity you get out of WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
In between these 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
That is fucking it.
Yeah.
Dead right.
Everything outside of this is just kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we gotta. It'll just be interesting to see, like, because I mean, especially the way that they do the builds and everything in March.
Yeah.
I don't know what pay-per-view was in March, because what pay-per-view did they have before? It's not Fastlane, is it?
Thought it was always like was it Payback or Fastlane they would use
One of those two. Yeah.
before. Well,
I want to say it's Fastlane.
But I like how
Fastlane.
they're using like old pay-per-view names for NXT now, because you see the next like NXT event's gonna be Vengeance Day.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, I was not aware of that. Wow.
I mean, well, that's dope, because I mean, they've been using the Great American Bash.
Yeah.
They use that.
Halloween Havoc.
They used Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
I mean, and then even not. I mean, obviously New Year's Evil is new, but isn't it a playoff of
Resolution.
Yeah, I'm about to say so.
And then I always thought like they should bring back Armageddon. Armageddon was always a good one. Unforgiven was always a good one.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that happen, and I mean they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to keep doing things like that with NXT. They're gonna have to keep giving like NXT nostalgia and things like that, because I mean NXT's kind of stagnant at a bit.
Yeah, but I also feel like they have to bring back a takeover for WrestleMania weekend or something.
Was there no takeover last week?
I don't think so. Was it not?
I don't think they're.
I honestly haven't heard of them promote a takeover in a month at least. It's been a minute since the last takeover, if they had one.
They probably won't be doing any anymore.
Is it not the last one was like Stand and Deliver or?
Yeah, for the Black and Gold brand, right?
I think
Yep.
so.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember right.
I think takeovers. That's what makes me think like I don't think they'll be doing takeovers anymore.
It was either that or was it War Games was the most recent one.
I think that probably died with Hunter.
Honestly, that is true.
Woo.
That's what I'm saying. I think from here, I think you got it perfect. I think
August 22nd was the last takeover. That was takeover 36.
Jeez Louise.
that makes sense.
And then they started using all the
New
New Year's
stuff.
Evils and the
Because, Vince, he was already probably transitioning into a whole 2.0. It's just, how can I phase out the black and gold while moving? You know what I'm saying? It takes time, but I mean, I kind of saw this coming, like, you know what I mean? But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, we'll see. I'm very excited for NXT 2.0. I definitely want them to keep growing. I definitely want to see where it keeps going. Just please, I understand, oh girl, her tits were amazing, but her raps were fucking terrible.
Hey, I was like, hey, this ain't no children's show, baby.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I was like, holy shit. Yeah. That was interesting.
And she was dummy thick though, I ain't gonna lie.
She's dummy thick though, for sure. But
Dummy.
6 bars in, we had to go ahead and hit the old pause button.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. So yeah, that's how you get me to change the channel right there. Right. Don't want to do that segment again.
I was hoping she was a wrestler though. I was hoping she was a wrestler.
Yeah. Honestly, it kind of like threw me up. I was like, what? Huh?
She's wearing ring gear.
And then I'm still very confused as to where did she even come from?
Right, because she did take a picture with like Carmella Hayes and old boy, and it's like, is she?
That was it. So from here, is she going to be used as on screen anything, or was that angle just used for her just to get to rap on NXT?
She said, I am NXT 2.0. So I thought that was very ambiguous. And that's also what made me think she's a wrestler. And then she pulled the mic up and said, this is my new record. I said, oh, snap.
All right, cool.
Cool, let's get it. And then,
5 seconds in, I was like, oof, I don't know about this one.
But then my whole thing was that if you're trying to still capture, and if you're trying to keep some of the hip-hop audience that you maybe had in between the 18 to 49 demographic, I feel that. But if that's what you were trying to do, why did you get rid of Hit Row?
They need to follow those. Keep everything got to be at least to the Wale song or better, because that song is woo.
That's what I'm saying.
Hit it on the head. I said, bam. I said NXT 2.0.
Yeah, so
I hope they keep that up.
Well, we will see. It'll be interesting to see where things go from 2.0. I'm definitely ready to see what AEW is going to be doing leading into Revolution. And boys,
I gotta say, we finally get MJF versus CM Punk for the first time.
Oh fucking
this coming Wednesday.
I can't wait.
No, I feel like it's gonna be a DQ. It's gonna be a no contest, and that's gonna go toward Revolution. But I feel like we have to have a Wardlow face turn before then. Like it's got to happen. Like yeah. It's so in the making. It's like honestly, the best time they had was in Cleveland, Ohio, in his fucking hometown. They should have done it then.
I also think that Wardlow is going to win the Face of the Revolution match this year.
Yeah. He wins the Face of the Revolution and doesn't give him the title. Pulls the whole Batista thumbs down type shit. That'll get, yeah.
This would be the only time where I would be okay for maybe AEW going a little bit behind WWE a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely just excited to see definitely how the Rumble is going to go tonight. Who knows?
Honestly, and that's what I like, dude. The who knows is what's got it excited for me.
Johnny Knoxville's in the fucking Royal Rumble. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen tonight.
Shit. Most of the Jackass crew is behind him too, so they're gonna be there. So we'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Jackass segment.
Brock Lesnar it's inevitable. Just slammed Wee Man through a table yesterday. I saw. So.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Wait, what?
Brock Lesnar slammed Wee Man through a table
at a restaurant. It looked like out and about.
Yeah.
Well, I see they're having fun in St. Louis this weekend. Well, boys, it's about
time. I think we wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's about all the time we got. As always, thank you to everyone for checking in for a new episode of OT. Love you guys as always, man. We will catch you soon on the next episode. And do not forget, March 26th at the Houston Premier Arena, OTOB presents Run It Back. Tickets will be on sale soon.
Follow us on all those social media.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
OTOBH Text on Instagram, Twitter,
Facebook, all that good shit.
Come tap in.
Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all soon.
Peace.
Love y'all. Yeah.